Not only has Freddy got new stickers on his drawers, but Halloween decorations. Oh, and I've also got more of those things on the windowsill now. Okay, let's see. What language do we want? Do we want English, French, Dutch, Italian, that bollocks, or the Netherlands? How about no language? Yep, that's more like it. Yeah, that's perfect. Anyway, hi, I'm Artio, and today I just want to give my little thoughts and opinion on Crash Team Racing. In my opinion, one of the best kart races ever made. And in fact, if it wasn't for this one, my favourite racing game of all time, Nitro Fueled, wouldn't even exist. So yeah, I just want to quickly go through everything. And let's go through the story first, because that's the least important thing of the game. So the story is an alien called Oxide wants to race the best driver on the Earth. And if the driver wins, if you win, he'll fuck off and he'll never want to see you again. But if he wins, he will not go away. So it's basically when a bird tries to blackmail you to get what she wants, basically. So yeah. So Coco and Pura, Tiny Tiger, Polar, Ding Dial, Cortex, and Lazy Bastard, and the rest of the characters, the team basically, all have to hope for the best to see if the best driver will even beat Oxide to begin with. There's all these different options. There's Time Trial, which if you do Entropy's Ghost on all tracks, you'll unlock Tropy. You can play with a friend, battle. The Adventure Mode serves as the story mode of this game. In the Adventure Mode, there's 5 worlds. 4 of them is just a regular one. Get 4 trophies, beat the boss, and then come back to get the other collectibles which are required for the 100% ending. And the 5th one is a special one where you can get more shit to get the other stuff in the previous world and also unlock the characters and beat the game, basically. The 4 boss characters are also unlocked by completing the coloured gems. There's relics, which I'm still not the biggest fan of, but you break crates in the tracks, and the boss keys, well obviously that's self-explanatory, you beat the boss. And there's also tokens where you have to get the letters C, T, and R in the tracks and come in first place. And the purple tokens get all 20 crystals before the time runs out. So all that comes together to create one fun-filled, thrilling, exciting adventure mode which is never old to complete. This green thing in front of you, in all 5 worlds you're greeted with one of these green things. It's a load save screen where you can basically save your progress. When you start up the adventure mode, you're given a choice between 8 characters. But don't pick too quickly, because who you pick is important, because they all have different driving styles. Sorry, I'm just not used to the balanced driving styles. See, in the remake, I used either drift or speed, but then speed I'm not very good with. So yeah, now let's talk about the actual racing. Arcade is when you're playing, but with computers, and Versus is just you and your friend. These 8 characters will already be unlocked when you start up the game. But these characters on the side and bottom row you have to unlock by playing the adventure mode. You can either choose between a singular track or a cup where you have 4 tracks with points. Oxide Station and Turbo Track you have to unlock by playing the adventure mode. And you get to choose how many laps you want too. Even before the race is about to start, you have to press X to make sure you get a boost. And that's the main gimmick with this particular racing game. If you hold R1 while you're turning, you'll do a slide, which will then lead to a boost. And I think that's a really good idea for a racing game, because see, most racing games, all you have to do is just hold the button and just left and right. Bugly Martian, Zoom or Doom, as much as I do like that game, it does get quite stale, because all you're doing is just, oh, hold the button. Now left, right, left, right. No, whereas this one, you have to actually be engaged and involved the entire time your wheels are on the track, so you don't lose. Because as the game goes on, the tracks do get difficult, and the computer players do get really intense. Especially in the PS4 remake, where there's online. Mate, they are fucking... You have to be drip boosting the entire time, and it keeps the game fresh. It makes sure that you don't get bored, and it keeps you hooked the whole time. The game does test you to make sure that you're concentrating or not, because if you're not, then you will pay the price and lose. Battle mode is self-explanatory, just kill each other with weapons and that. when you start up the adventure mode, depending on who you pick, you get greeted with either Aku Aku and Uka Uka. And when you beat the adventure mode, you unlock the scrapbook. But overall, what are my opinions on this game? I think this game is an absolute classic, and honestly, I think top 3 best Crash Bandicoot games. I know I shouldn't really compare them to platformers or party games, to etc, etc, but it's a Crash game, what are you going to do? And I can understand why so many people wanted this game to be remade on PS4, and you can tell when Vicarious Visions, Beanox and Toys for Bob were working on Insane, Nitro Fueled, and hell, even Crash 4, you can tell just by looking at it and playing it that they weren't just developers, they were fans as well. They were probably children when the original games came out, so I can see why they were fans and why they wanted to work on this game. So overall, even though I do prefer the PS4 remake, Nitro Fueled, I do have to appreciate this game, because if it wasn't for this, Nitro Fueled wouldn't even exist. And I have so many vivid memories of me playing this as a young boy, and hell, even playing with my older brother, Blake. We used to fight who would get Penta Penguin, who, by the way, is unlocked by doing a cheat code. But overall, this is a fucking classic, a PlayStation classic. I don't care what anyone says. It's one of the best racing games ever made, in my opinion, and I'm pretty sure loads of people think the same way. So with all that, I'm going to give this game an 8 out of 10. That because this game never gets old, and that's why it's a classic. And plus, I wanted to talk about this game because I haven't done one in a while. Anyway, so, I know that was quite short, but that's all I have to say. That was me giving my thoughts and opinion on Crash Team Racing. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked this video, then share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the bell icon. And if anyone out there thinks that my videos are crap, let me know why in the comments, and hopefully I'll improve. And if you're new to the channel or you just found it, feel free to subscribe if you want. I'm Artiel, bye, I will see you very soon, I'm out.